And we're live now. Okay, how you all going? So today, these episodes, we're going to try and do them weekly if we can, but we're just going to talk about Webtalk and because Webtalk's a pretty good platform. So we've got here Charmaine, Charmaine, and we got Deanna watching. So from Puerto Rico. So thanks for coming and watching. So any questions about Webtalk or anything you just want to add about the Webtalk subject, feel free to add them in the comment. So, I'm going to, if you don't mind, Jen, I'll pick on you again. And Dida's here as well. So, how with Webtalk, so I suppose we've got to kickstart the conversation. So this, what's one of your favorite features inside of Webtalk? Like, what would be your favorite feature there?
Yeah, apart from being able to post and engage and see some great value on Webtalk, I guess the initial draw card would have been that it, just for what you normally do on other previous social media platforms, like as we know, the big gurus out there, giants, Facebook, all of them, Instagram.
Yeah.
You could do this on Webtalk and get paid to be, rewarded. I call it rewarded.
Yeah, rewarded.
Rewarded for your engagement as you normally do it elsewhere. And so I became I became more active on Webtalk more than anywhere else. And it's still the same today.
I think that aspect's pretty underrated as well. Like just being rewarded to do the same thing. Like we've got Aid here as well. So so we've got a few people watching. So feel free to anything about Webtalk, throw it down. We're just going to be talking about Webtalk today. Try and get that community spirit back in the platform. So hopefully the rain doesn't interfere too much because it's raining here. I wish it'd stop, but because I got a puddle here. my roof leaks, but it runs down the wall, so I can't stop it. And then because I'm in the shed, like I live in the shed, but bugs were getting in because I got a gap like that big around the side of the shed. And then I filled up all the gap to stop the bugs coming in. And now the rain makes puddle because the rain can't get out. So no, that's all right. I'll dry it up when it stops raining. As long as it doesn't get too deep. I sleep over that side. So as long as it doesn't get too deep and I'll wake up in a puddle. But it's all right.
Sure.
No censorship Deanna's got here. So that's another good aspect. There was actually when that there was like a lot of censorship with the American what's it called, voting and stuff. There was a lot of censorship going on, and there was actually a few people coming over to Webtalk at that time, just when Parler got shut down. I think Daniel Todd was bringing in many members. So that's another thing. No censorship. So no censorship. We got earning, and it's really so underrated. Like what you were saying, Jan, and the no censorship as well. Like when you think about it, the billions of dollars that Facebook makes and billions of dollars or millions of dollars that Twitter and that make, and then if everyone just made that switch and then majority of that went back to the people, like it's so underrated when you think about it. And I think Webtalk is the start. There is another platform that does it. It's a messenger app, but like Webtalk's probably going to be the biggest one. Like I see it. There is other social media platforms, but they're only small. Like they're nothing like Webtalk. But I think it's going to start a whole new era of like sharing economy as we come onto this online world. So AID's been in October 2019. I can't remember when I joined. So, you're on mute too if you try to talk. I can't remember when I joined, but it was a while ago. Jan's my upline. She's 2 up from me if anyone doesn't know that. So that's actually how we met, through Marlon, Jan's brother.
I'm so blessed.
And then most everyone else meet blessed. I think we're
Yeah.
all blessed.
Yeah.
Everyone's blessed. As long as you can,
Yeah, I understand.
you just got to see it. Yeah. Once you see it, you'll know. Everyone's blessed in some way. Yeah. I was thinking to share the screen and go through it, but I don't think there's really any need to. Like, most people that will come and watch the replay will be web talkers. I was hoping, to get on these lives too, guys. If you want to be on these lives, you can be on the lives. All you got to do is come to the Zoom on Wednesday. So it's a Learn with Legends live. So just come to the Zoom on Wednesday, and I give the links there. There was going to be Charlene, but she had to do something with hospital stuff with someone. So yeah. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. I didn't plan anything. I just whacked it up.
Yeah,
I was actually
no,
doing a lot. So
Webtalk's great. Like, was it Deanna? What that Webtalk
no censorship.
shares the revenue
Oh yeah.
and revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
I'm so focused on my own stuff now. So like Webtalk sort of, I used to talk a lot about it. I should do that. I'll have a look at that. And that $5, that's another thing too, guys. Like that $5 incentive. I want you to understand, like, there's $5 sign up incentive, but you don't get paid that yet. You get paid that when someone makes $100. But you got to remember, when Webtalk adds all these revenue streams, it's going to be easy to make $100. But also, because it's so easy to make $100, people are going to be actually referring it. Right now, while there's no hype, like, look at this now. We've got like only a few people watching this live. There's 2 people on the live. Like, there's not really any hype around Webtalk. But you wait, when Webtalk starts rolling out these income streams, I don't know when it's going to be, but when they start rolling it out, that hype's going to boost. I don't know if you remember the hype when I first went into Webtalk. There's a bit of hype around the 5-level referring aspect, but there was no ad pool yet. And then when that ad pool come, there was hype again. That hype started up again, and then it died off again. And then when the next thing that came was the $5 bonus, the hype went up, and then it died off again. So every single time they add something, the hype comes, dies off. But each time it goes that little bit higher each time. So it will go hype, and then it will die off after the updates rolled out, and then hype again, then it will die off again. But each time it's that bit higher. And that's why it's so important. Like, it's so important to be using building yourself inside Webtalk now, and also referring Webtalk now before that hype comes. Like, a lot of people don't like waiting so long, but it's not really about that. It's the longer you wait, the longer you've got to make something of it. So if it takes 5 years, that means it gives us 5 years to make something of it before it's too late. If it takes 2 years, it gives us 2 years to make something of it before it's too late. The longer it takes for Webtalk to roll out these updates, the better it is for us. Like, I know a lot of people don't see that, because a lot of people just want the updates. If them updates come and you're doing what you're doing now, more than likely you're not going to get what you think you're going to get when the updates come, because you just haven't done enough to prepare for it. Like, I couldn't stress how important it is to really prepare, really put effort into it now. Yeah, Webtalk will be big. I've seen the hype comes in waves, and that's with everything. Like, everything out there. Like, it's just trends, and especially like certain people with a bit of influence came on. Like, there was a little bit of hype around when they were talking about, what's his name? I forget his name. He's not that. Forget his name. If he sees me, I forgot your name, Grant. That's it, Grant Cardone. So he can't be that popular if I forget his name. But yeah, so when Grant Cardone came, there was a bit of hype, and then that died off. And anything. So that little bit of hype comes, people are hyped up, they're happy, they're active, and then it just dies off until the next news comes out. And now they've got that watch points. Now you can get 100 points for every video watched. So that hype is going to be around watching videos, not so much posting and stuff, but like watching videos and that. Like, there's going to be a hype. Like, if you think about it, obviously they're trying to get the traffic from the posting side of things to the watching the videos, because they're obviously making a lot more money in that area at the moment. So with the ads, and then probably, I suppose it gives that target audience. But and also there's that what we're testing right now, that feature when they optimize the feature that they're working on, the native videos. Guys, I don't know if you realize how powerful that is, but if they set up something and you can actually monetize your videos like this here YouTube channel's monetized. If they set something up like that for the creators, there's going to be more and more creators coming from like Webtalk, from Twitch and from YouTube and all these other platforms to get a monetized Webtalk channel, Webtalk profile, and then you're going to be getting 10%. Like, and like, if there's a content creator earning $10 on YouTube a month, and I'm pretty sure most content creators that are monetized and that stay active are earning $10 or more per month, like just bare minimum $10 kind of thing, because you get like a fair bit if you keep staying active and keep posting. And if they was to do that, earn that same $10 on Webtalk, they'd only be getting $5, $1 of it. Is it $1? Yeah, $1 of that $10, and then the other $9 would get placed 4 lines above them, or 4 lines above them, and then $4 would go to Webtalk. Well, no, yeah. So like that's the power of it. Like, could you imagine just getting, I don't know, 5 content creators that are earning $100? Then you got 10, 10, 10, 10 from each of them, $50 a month for just inviting 5 people. I put 4 up instead of should have went to school.
It's really, really good. Crazy good.
Yeah. It's I don't know if you remember, but back in the day I used to do a lot of videos. If I was to do a live like this, there'd be people everywhere. That's the difference when there's an update and when there's not an update. See, and at these quiet times, like right now, it's so perfect because it's just perfect. This is how I love it. Like every time I see people complaining about something, I know it's the best time to be taking advantage of it. Like when they're complaining about losing money in Bitcoin, I could maybe get a bit of Bitcoin right now because it's dropping, stuff like that. Or when they complain about Webtalk, oh, they can't earn enough on Webtalk. I'll come back later when it's fixed. And the app, that was another thing. That was a lot of hype around the app. So yeah, it's really. I was thinking there's actually. I'm going to try and find it. So I'll go to charts, Wall Street cheat sheet or something. Wall Street cheat. I am trying to work out how to spell in my head. Yeah, so I'll get this up on the screen. I'll share the screen when I can get it big. I wish I know how to get it big. Open. Save images.
Yeah, it's really good. While you're doing that, Scott, it's free to join. Webtalk, and and they just bring up bonuses and rewards, and it's so convenient. It's when I started, it was such a nicer, powerful alternative to other social medias. So yeah, I was so excited.
I'm excited. Like,
I'm like a veteran.
I only need a quarter of my trend line to get active, and I'm living it up really. So I'm just gonna bring this up, and we're just gonna talk about it. So this is they use this for trading and stuff, but it's everything. Okay, it's literally everything. So as anything is growing, like you've got the first, like at the start, you got disbelief. Okay, the rally will, like this is what people are thinking. Oh, it's gonna fail. It's not good. Blah blah blah. Okay, there's always that disbelief. It goes like this with everything. This is with every update when Webtalk launched, everything. And then you get to like a hope phase, okay? And that's when people start using it and start getting active and stuff. Like right now, we're kind of in a hope phase with the current mind of Webtalk. Like most Webtalkers are in there hoping that Webtalk gets to something. Like, but they're only hoping. They're not really. You'll know when people believe in it because they'll be posted on on ads, you'll see links, you'll see spam, you'll see just web talk everywhere. But like right now, we're kind of in a hope phase of web talk, and so people like the ones on there just like hope, yeah, it might, okay. And then as WebTalk develops, they keep rolling out more updates, okay. Then it gets optimism, okay, and then this rally is real. This is when people like within the platform, they're going to be like, oh well, yeah, I think it's real. Like, look, they actually launched this. Like, it might be real. And then you get to a belief stage, and then like time to get fully invested. So then when the hype has started, like when the actual hype comes, when there is that rush, the rush of people, you get this belief stage, and then it just boosts that rush because everyone's like really talking about it, bragging about it, posting it everywhere, and then they really start, and then it just goes boom through the moon. Okay, and then you get like thrill, I will buy more in the margin, blah blah, and get in. Then you get a stage, and this is where the majority comes in with everything. Okay, the majority of the population, with every single doubter out there, everyone that said no, this is when they come into anything, okay, right at the top, and they come in like this. I am a genius. We're all going to be rich. They come in right here when it's too late. Okay, this is after the so you'll notice this with every single update that's come. Let's just say the ad pull, for an example. When the ad pull thing came, it went like a little bit, and and then there was hope when there was talking about it being added. And then people were starting to refer a little bit, starting to use it. And then when it first came out, people really started using it. Okay, there was people like my stuff, comment, share, like LSE, yes. It was just everywhere. Everyone was trying to earn that money. Okay, and it really went up, and people were joining like crazy. And then once the hype died off, like once it's not as good as everyone thinks. Okay, then they start like pulling out. They start leaving the platform again. Okay, and then we go through I don't know how to say that word. I don't even know what that word means. But we just need to cool off. So, like, people are still, like, half belief, like, oh, they might come back. The people have left because it wasn't that good, but they might still come back. So, they're still getting into it, okay, a little bit, but not much. And then all of a sudden, people just drop off, okay? And then they're like, why am I getting margin call? This dip is taking longer than expected. Like, do you know when it's going down? And you've got all your friends, okay, and you've got the active web talkers, and you've got the main ones that okay, and then you got like other ones that are still sticking in there a little bit, coming back to check it each week, and then like denial comes, and then those ones that were sticking in it like throughout the weeks, that they're gone now, okay. So just the ones that were like half in it, they're now gone. Then you get down to panic, and this here part is when those long time web talkers that you thought would never leave, they're leaving, okay? They're long-time web talkers that was so active, so good. They were leaders, okay? You remember all those leaders that were in the platform, and then they sort of left, okay, and they're gone now, okay? That's where they left. They left here, okay? So they stayed in through this, and then they left here. And then what happens is the cycle repeats itself. So then it goes through here, yep, and then right here, like just here, we're back here, okay? So, and it literally everything, every single thing in life, there's no exceptions, does this same thing over and 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 over, yet people don't learn from it. That's why it's so important in these times to really take advantage of stuff, because these are the times when we're here, okay, before the next update. The update comes, that's when we get our rewards back. That's when everyone comes back and they make that money for us. Okay, and then while they're making the money, they're starting from the start because they were gone. You're not starting from the start because you were here. You've already got everyone that comes in and makes all that money. Okay, they're going to leave again because the hype's going to die off again. But then the next time it's going to happen over and over and over again. But only the ones that are consistent, the ones that are riding it out the long term, are going to win. Okay, and this is anything. Okay, it doesn't matter what you are in. If you can't ride it out the long term, this is what every single thing, every single product, every single program, everything you buy, the trends, the clothes you wear, everything goes like this. This is the Wall Street cheat sheet. Okay, so and these stuff is made from like people that know their stuff. Okay, they know, they trade for a living or they invest for a living. Okay, this is what they follow. This is their basic guidelines in everything they do. Okay, it's all about mentality. It's all about people. So I'll get off the screen. But yeah, you really want to understand that right now inside Webtalk is the time to be inside of Webtalk. When you people say stuff, my friends aren't there, so I don't want to be on there. Like I don't use it because my friends aren't on it. That's why you use it. If your friends aren't using it, it's an opportunity. Then other people will say, oh, it doesn't make much money yet, so I'm not inviting. That's why I invite, because no one else is inviting. Okay. All these reasons that stop somebody from doing something are the exact reason why they should be doing it. Okay. It's before the majority. It's before. The world is so predictable. Like the world is just the most predictable place to be when you actually understand what's going on in people's heads. And you can just literally just listen to people, watch people, and you'll see that chart play out in every single aspect of your life, every single one, without a doubt. Right now, I've got so many people talking about buying real estate here because it's just so expensive. You know what's going to happen? They're going to lose the house. I can guarantee it. They're going to get into it, and then it's going to crash, because that's what happens when the majority comes in. The big boys pull out, and it happens over and over and over again, and they'll just keep playing with emotions, because emotions are easy to manipulate. The world is run from emotions. Like the people in power know how to play with everyone's emotions to make sure they win and the people lose. That's the difference. Webtalk, if you can ride it out that long run through these calm periods, you're going to win. If you really ride it out and stay in the long term. I have been on Webtalk for 3 or so years or something. I've only earned still a fair bit, like $3,000 or something. But now there's not a month that I don't get a minimum of $50. That means every 2 months. And there was like through the exciting times, so through the updates, I'm withdrawing every single month. Sometimes $100, sometimes $200. Okay, they're in the exciting times. When it's not exciting, right now, when there's no hype, I'm getting $50 a month, pretty much guaranteed. So, and that's in the not exciting. You wait when the next update comes, I'm going to be up to like $300 a month through the next hype. That's going to die off, and in the calm period, I'm going to be back on the $100 a month. It's going to repeat, and it's going to be that bit more. It's going to repeat again. It's going to be that big more. And repeat again, and it's going to happen over and over and over again until I'm on like $5,000 a month, just because I've stayed consistent. And yeah, as long as Webtalk doesn't fail, I can't. So yeah, you really want to really stay consistent. We've got Sean here, fear and greed index. Yeah. Well, we got notifications late. Okay. Oh yes. So Deanna agree. Yeah. Just got to be different than others. Yeah. Yes. So, if you can understand what I'm trying to say today, you can win in anything. Like there's nothing you can't win in if you understand how the world is run by emotions. Everyone around you. But yeah, you can. A lot of people take advantage of that, because when you know how people think and act, you can sell. It doesn't matter what you do, you can sell it. That's why people get rich, is because they know how to sell. Like when you see a company and people are like, oh, this is the best platform. It's not the best platform. It's the same as every other platform. You're just a better salesperson. That's it. That's the only reason you can succeed on one, and why others can't succeed on others. The better a salesperson, doesn't matter what you're doing. Okay, if you're a good salesperson, all right, look at what's his name? I forget his name, but there was a real estate guy that came in, and he's got a downline with all real estate people. When he was active inside Webtalk, when he first came in and he had that excitement and the belief, he went and sold Webtalk to all of his network, and he made like $10,000 or something. Well, I think it was like $8,000 in a month. Okay, $8,000 USD. That's a lot of money, guys. So he made that in the first month because he had that hype and he was a good salesperson. He knew how to sell the product to his downline. That was it. That's the only difference. If you learn how to sell, you can make $1 million on Webtalk this year. If you know how to promote Webtalk, if you know how to sell Webtalk, if you know how to run a webinar and get your trend line to bring people to your webinar, and you do the selling for them, you could literally make $10,000 this month if you wanted to. If you really want to make $10,000 a month, all you got to do is sell it. Like that's it. It doesn't matter what you do. You can make as much money as you want this month if you learn to sell. But most people don't like the selling aspect of things. And to sell and to really be good at selling, you got to believe in it. If you believe in it, it's like a disease. It's like a virus. Everyone's going to catch your belief. But if you don't believe in it, you're not going to be referred. The only reason someone can't refer anything, like if someone can't refer something, the only one reason, the main reason, is because they don't believe in it. That's it. So when they're referring it, they don't believe in it, and that's just wearing off. But when you believe in it, you're just a natural salesperson. That's why I get so many referrals, guys. I believe in it, like 100% behind Webtalk. There's nothing that, for 3 years, I have not believed in Webtalk. I don't sell the Pro so much. The reason I don't sell the Pro is because I know that half the people that would upgrade, if I tell them to upgrade, I can guarantee I could get so many people to upgrade right now. I could just tell them to upgrade, they'll do it. I know why, they trust me. But I just know if they upgrade, they're probably not going to follow through, and they're probably just going to back off for a few years. So I haven't pushed the upgrade side of things. But if I wanted to, I could get so many people right now to upgrade. I just don't push it yet. And it's not because I don't believe it's a good upgrade. I just don't believe it suits those people upgrading, if you know what I mean. I'm trying, yeah. But it's very clear evidence that the world is run off emotion. Yeah, 100%. The world is fully emotion. Doesn't matter how many facts someone has. I could be the most factual, correct person, and the moment someone calls me a name or something, or the emotions grow, the rest of the audience will demonize me. Doesn't matter how many facts I bring to the table, I'm demonized now. So no one's going to listen because their emotions will block them from listening. No, don't listen to him. He's like this. He's like that. Don't listen to him. Okay, but then you got the other side of the table. I could say whatever I want. I could make up stuff. But if I'm emotionally upset or something, people are like, oh, listen to him. Look, see, it's true. He's upset. Poor guy. I don't ever get upset like that. But yeah, people, normal jobs. Yeah, and they're not normal jobs. It's just a trap. What if we don't believe in ourselves? Then work on yourself. Yeah, just fucking get in the gym. Push yourself to get up in the morning early. Just work on yourself. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, yeah, work on yourself. Crash. I don't know, the way I started. Yeah, I'm not a fit cent. Yeah, no. Most people don't like selling, and that's why you really want to. If you don't like selling, you really want to believe in whatever you are in, because it's not selling anymore. It just becomes you're just talking about it. Like everyone talks about their job because they believe their job's going to pay them the next week. Like literally, there is not a person with a job out there that you don't spend an hour with, they don't start talking about their job. It's so annoying. That's why I don't talk to people, because that's all they want to talk about is their jobs. So. But yeah, So if you can't believe in yourself, like really, you've got to just make your bed in the morning. Like there's one thing, I sleep on a couch now. I took out the lounge, so now I just got a mattress. So and the mattress is short, so I fold some blankets up on the end, so then my legs aren't hanging off. So it's about that big though. It's like a foam thing. So I put it on the ground, and then because I moved the lounge out, so I don't get too comfortable and waste too much time. Now and first thing I do in the morning, it's around 3:30ish in the morning. I get the mattress up and I put it beside the cupboard. I fold my blankets up, put them in the cupboard. So every single morning, it's the same routine. And because I'm forced to do it because it's in my way, it's like in the middle of the floor. So I have to do it. But by having to do it, by putting myself in that situation, I've got to do that thing in the morning that gives me that first, I succeeded at something, like that first success for the morning. And it just sort of kickstarts my day. So yeah, if you don't believe in yourself, get up in the morning, wake up in the morning. And if you can't get up because I know you turn it on snooze, put your fucking alarm clock at the other end of the room. Seriously, put your alarm clock somewhere far so you literally have to get up to turn it off. Like make yourself have to get up to turn it off. And then have a trap for yourself. So when you turn it off, a bucket of water falls on your side if you really need it. But that'll wake you up. But like, yeah, put your alarm clock at the other end of the room if you can't. And then in between your alarm clock and that, have some notes or something. I don't know. Go to the gym at this time or post at this time. You just got to – everything is habit. If you build a habit, so like whatever you do, the reason people don't believe in themselves is because they let themselves down so many times. And the reason they let themselves down so many times is because in that excitement, in that hype period, okay, same as the Wall Street chart, when they're at that hype period and they're feeling their best, they set themselves goals then. That's when they set the goals, when they're feeling the absolute peak. Instead of setting themselves goals when they're down in that low period where they don't feel like doing anything. So if you set yourself goals at that time, then you're going to achieve these goals, because the rest of the time you're that little bit higher. Your energy level's that little bit higher. And then when you begin achieving every single goal, boom, 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 another one, another one, another one, just small little tiny goals, small little tiny tasks. And then all of a sudden, your brain is going, I'm succeeding with everything. I am the king. And then that next hype season, you're just going to be higher. I still get low. I get so low. And those days that I'm low, I literally will sit in front of the computer until I do something. Because if I don't, if I do nothing on those low days, I know I'm just, I'll just go downhill. Yeah, the way I see it in life is you're either going up or you're going down. There's no flat line. If you're gonna think negative or whatever, you're gonna go down. You're just gonna spiral down, or you're gonna spiral up. It's whatever way you choose, really. I set my alarm with. Sorry, I'm talking too much, Jen. You can talk if you want. I'll just start rambling.
Yeah, I've always been a good listener, Scott. That's fine, absolutely fine by me. And I like the alarm thing that
Put it at the other end of the room.
Music. Yeah, put an alarm, music alarm. What did he have instead of the beeping going off? That's really good.
Yeah.
Yes. I know those some of the traits of I've read somewhere of billionaires or millionaires, that wake up and they can do their bed, and they go around and do some journaling. But a great thing that I like listening to is Deanna creates affirmations and other tones as well. Really good. It just does something in the mental your brain, really
I think
clears it out of it.
Yeah, it's just I honestly think it's like most of the reason why someone will lose faith in themselves is literally because they just, when they're in that hype period, that peak period of their life, they're setting themselves goals. Then they're saying, tomorrow I'm going to do this, but they're saying it the night before. Like, I don't know, but a lot of people get very energetic of a night. They think of all the plans they're going to do the next day. Don't make your plans at that night. Don't make it that night. Make your plans in the morning. If you make your plans in the morning, then boom, the rest of the day to achieve them. Like, even if it's 3 things, write 3 things down. Or you don't have to write them down. I don't write much down. Well, I do. That's a lie. But I only do because I've just got a big board there and a big board there. Like, that's all I see all day, every day. And a million papers everywhere. Just messes everything. But yeah. Just don't give yourself tasks when you're feeling excellent. That's probably the worst thing you can do. Like, I know people say push yourself. Don't even push yourself. If you're at a disbelief in yourself, if you're at that low in your life, don't push yourself. You're going to make yourself worse. Don't listen to anyone that says push yourself if you are low. If you are low, you've got to work out of that low. You've got to get up and do the tiniest task. It doesn't matter if it's walk around your house in the morning. Like, literally, it could be that small, could change your life. Just one lap around your house. If you're sitting on the lounge every day and you want to get out of that habit, or if you're sleeping all day every day and you want to get out of that habit, start by walking around the house once. You'll look like a fool to your neighbor. Like, your neighbor's going to be like, this guy gets up at 6 every morning. What's this guy doing? But who cares? It's not about your neighbor. It's about you. Okay, so just literally get up, walk around the house just that one time. I could guarantee that one walk around the house, you'll feel so much better. And then you just extend it, add an extra task as you go. Do that. If you do that for a week, you're going to feel good. Okay. If you miss it one day, you're going to feel bad. That's why you don't want to have it too big. If you say, all right, I'm going to start the gym next week, I'm going to go every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But you said that, and you're at a low point, and then you miss the Wednesday, oh, you're going to hate yourself. You're going to feel bad. You're going to fail. And then it's going to just start tumbling down. So yeah, push yourself when you are at that stage, when you get up, but work your way up. But yeah, if you don't believe in yourself, really get up, do something like straight away. The moment you're thinking, I'm this, I'm that, whatever you're thinking, just do the exact opposite. Prove yourself wrong that instant. Don't listen to those words in your head. Yeah, people are
totally.
Yeah, people definitely underestimate the compound, like, in everything. Like, when it comes to investing, people they'll have I couldn't tell you how many people I know that lost like $1,000 in the Bitcoin hype just because it was the Bitcoin hype. It's like all you have to do if you want to succeed in Bitcoin, buy $5 worth of Bitcoin each week. But now they'll go and put $1,000 in when it's hyped because they set themselves the goals of the hype. It's the same in everything. No matter what you do, people set goals at the hype of themselves, hype of a product, hype of Bitcoin, hype of everything. I think some people need to hear that. What part was that? We've got like a lag with the comments and whatever you do, don't set yourself goals in the hype. That's probably, I got like a brother, and that's his biggest flaw, is he always sets himself goals at a hype or when he has a drink. That makes people so motivated. Like they'll set themselves goals when they've had a couple of drinks. They're like, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to change my life. It's going to be so good after today. Then, they've set all them goals high, and then the next day, even people write budget plans, but they write their budget plan, that monthly budget plan or something with money. They can't follow through because it's too much. They're in such a bad habit already, and they want to go from a bad habit to just perfect. It ain't going to happen. It's really not going to happen. Yes. Yeah. But I don't say do this, do this, do this. It all depends on the person as well. I don't know what your goals are, what your dreams are. Like, that's like, I don't judge people if they don't show up to like here or something, and I ask them to, because it's like probably doesn't align with their goals. I don't know. I don't know their life. I don't know the situation. So like, it's sort of, you've got to work it out for within yourself around your own life. Are you trying to get fit? Then do little baby steps to get fit. Are you trying to get successful online? Do little baby steps to get successful online. But most importantly, don't stop doing it when it's like right now in Webtalk. So many people were throwing Webtalk so hard in the hype, but they don't do it when it's not hyped. And that's their flaw, because then when it goes back for the next hype, they weren't in any better of a situation. But if you just keep compounding it like this, little, I don't know, maybe tell one person a week about Webtalk. Maybe just talk about Webtalk. I wear these hats all the time, no matter where I go, and it's a different jumper. But I got a couple of shirts, and when I go out there, this is the old brand, but that's how often I change my clothes. So what it was that like 2 years ago or something. I've got 2 jumpers. I've had 2 jumpers for about 2 years. And I've got about 4 shirts. they're pretty raggedy. So, but there's just, and prioritization as well. Like if you know it's not helping you, if you know it's got nothing to do with your goals and just doesn't align, at least be aware of that. Like awareness is like just knowing, hang on, like when you're sitting there watching a Netflix or something, I don't know, I don't ever watch Netflix. I haven't watched TV in about 4 years. But if you're sitting there and you're watching like Netflix or something, ask yourself, is this better in tomorrow? Like, just if you stay aware of that, just have that awareness about everything you do whenever you're doing something. Just ask yourself, is it going to help me tomorrow? Like, just, you're going to forget it, but then when you do remember to ask yourself that, it'll wake you up in that time. But we'll probably end up, but hopefully, I don't know. And it goes, like, we're meant to only talk about Webtalk, but it goes for everything in life. Like, Webtalk's the same. There's nothing different. And people don't accept change. Change comes anyway. Change doesn't care if people don't accept it. That's one thing I'll say. And if Webtalk is change for the online social platform, Webtalk doesn't care if you accept it or not. Like, so when Facebook doesn't update, whenever Facebook doesn't update, everyone's like, oh, I hate the new lookout. I hate the new layout. Facebook don't care. You're going to get used to it. You're already online. You're going to get used to it. You're just forced to get used to it. So it doesn't matter if you're behind it. It doesn't matter if you're not. Whatever it is, it doesn't care. If Bitcoin becomes a new currency, I don't know if it ever will. But if it was to, Bitcoin doesn't care if you're not accepting it today. It's got its long-term goals. It's like with me, everything I'm building, I don't care if you accept it, if you want it, whatever. I'm going to still work on that long-term plan. It'll still happen, whatever I want to happen, whatever I keep working on consistently, it's going to happen whether you're with it or not. So, and that's what you got to be. Like, if you want something to happen with WebTalk, if you want to make yourself on WebTalk and you want to do it, stop caring about what other people think. Okay, it's going to happen whether they agree with you or not. Okay, and that's the thing. If you are like, well, I don't want to say join WebTalk because it's going to do this, because what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? Then I feel bad. If you say that one question, what if I'm wrong? You obviously don't believe in it. Okay, if you believe in it, it's I'm right. There's no other option. You got to be stubborn in sometimes. Like sometimes you got to be really stubborn. Okay, the stubborn people in life excel because they don't change their mind. That's why I'm very hard to change. I won't. That's a lot of people that'll come on like in a Zoom or they'll message me. I won't change. That's just won't happen. I'm too stubborn. But that's why I can excel in whatever I follow, because I just won't change. I will follow that until, like with WebTalk, I'm so stubborn with WebTalk that I'm going to be with WebTalk forever until, unless there's no WebTalk, I'm with WebTalk, because I'm that stubborn that I'm not going to change my mind. If it's doesn't become the best, it's because I lost my faith. That's all. Okay, can't lose faith. But yeah, I just started rambling again after I said bye.
It's okay. I just see that with you being stubborn, that's a really strong trait. But I also see it as you just sticking with it,
Yeah.
and just being consistent. And then you've got a vision. If people have a vision, I know there's a saying in the Bible that people without a vision, they perish. Because they've got nothing to set their sights on to keep them going. So yeah, you're really sticking with it. So anyone, it does all apply to anything that you do. Just stick with it, see it, believe it, and just stick with it. Yeah, and what else helps, with our WebTalk space is getting alongside a great team of support. And that's WebTalk. For me, it was WebTalk is still WebTalk Legends. So yeah, and that's really helped me stay motivated. Yeah, even as you showed the street graph, when it dipped down, just with a support team that are just there with you, going, you'll last the distance. It'll keep you motivated, inspired.
And when finding the support team too, like you said, it's good to have that support, but also don't expect support of someone that doesn't or hasn't. Like if you want a support area, if you want to find people inside WebTalk that are going to support and stay with you within WebTalk, find the ones that have been there through the whole lot. Don't think a new member that's excited at the time is going to stay with you, because the moment you think that, they're going to let you down. Like I can tell you right now, 99% of the people that you meet in your life are going to let you down. Okay, so be careful of who you like. Look for the ones that are already higher than you. Don't like in that area, whatever the area is. So I don't know what the area is. Like if it's in gyms, don't not go to the gym because you feel judged because someone is better than you. Okay, don't go with a bunch of people worse than you because you feel better. Go with someone better. Go to the ones that are better, like the ones that they've done it. They've stuck it out. Okay, you might feel, they think they're better, blah, blah, blah. I could probably guarantee there's a lot of people that come into WebTalk and say, these WebTalk legends, they think they're in a bed or something, and they won't sort of hang out, like they won't get involved because of that just a mind frame that people have. And it's the same with a gym. Like people go to the gym and these people look at them, they think they're in a bit, so they'll avoid them and stay away. But no, it's the wrong move, guys. You got to go to the ones that are in your area better. If you want wealth, go follow the wealthy people. They'll show you the way. You've just got to get into their crowd. But if you want WebTalk success, follow the ones that are in WebTalk, succeeding in WebTalk. They're the ones that are going to show you the way in there. Don't say, my friends, they were excited this week. Your friends are gone next week. I could guarantee it. No matter who you bring in, not all of them, some will stick around. But the reason they're going to stick around is because of the community, because they're going to see you grow. So they might join you this week, but then they're seeing you grow on it. That I can guarantee there's so many people that the reason their friends haven't joined is because you have made them lose belief. They probably had a little bit of belief, that little bit in them when you first approached them with Webtalk. But then because they seen you approaching with Webtalk, and then all of a sudden you're not approaching them with Webtalk, you're not talking about Webtalking, and Webtalk's not on your mind anymore, they're like, oh, so Webtalk was a dud. Look, he's off it. It's literally your fault. Like, that's why they didn't join you, because you showed them that Webtalk, you showed them within your actions, within the way you are, that Webtalk isn't as good as what you first initially said. You proved them right instead of proving them wrong and showing them another way. You got to really set the example in whatever you do. Set the example and show, stick it out a long way. The reason, there's so many people underneath me in my trend line that are active, not fully active. They're in and out active. They're in and out active because of the way I am. Okay, because I don't give up. Not because of Webtalk. They're watching me. If he succeeds, I know I can. Okay, because I've seen him grow. That's what they're seeing. They're watching me grow. If they see me tomorrow get 10 grand on Webtalk, they're all back because they seen where I started. They seen my whole process. They seen me never give up. They seen me just chug along. But yeah, so really be consistent, and yeah. So we're on 46 minutes. We talked so much. There was something I was going to say about a comment up. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but that's all right. Hopefully we got some value out there, and hopefully, I don't know, come back to Webtalk if you left, because we're still here. We haven't went anywhere.
Yeah, come home. Webtalk's still great. Yeah,
definitely. And it's getting so good, guys. Like, you got to remember that programming isn't the easiest thing. Like, you launch something, there's bugs instantly. Like, and I know this personally from what we're doing now, and I could guarantee that what the team, Webtalk is perfectionists. I've said in a video before, Webtalk are perfectionists. They want it perfect before they launch it. Okay, and they're following rules. So you can see it's a team that are making sure that everything is good before they do it. Like, so they're obviously not setting up to fail, guys. So come back, because we're still here. And yeah, hopefully some value was given in this live. And I'm going to end it up. I'll let you say bye and see you, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching. Come again soon.
See you. And
Bye.